Hey, yo. How you doing? I might start clipping now. I don't know. I gotta, like, turn my mic down a little bit. I got, like, a mic arm now. So, let's see how things go. I'm gonna have to adjust it as on the fly. How you been? I'm just gonna do some part stuff today. Nothing really, like, nothing super exciting. I don't know. So, we'll see how it goes. Plus, I got some coffee today. So today is drinking coffee and relaxing. How have you been? How's your Sunday going? This is like the middle of my Sunday. We'll see how things progress. Yeah, I'm getting fancy now. That's because like PCB commissions. That's PCB commissions get like me all nice and fancy and stuff. Like I might put it down here or something, you know, where it comes down right here or on this side, you know, like that might be cool. I have no idea yet. I don't know. I'm just trying it out for the first time, so. Alright, so we need C1, a 10UF 1206. I slept all day. I was up until like 9 a.m. hanging out with Smiling on his stream. Did he? Oh, that's awesome. That guy is amazing. So funny, man. I think is he in the States too, or what? It's so much easier to get people stuff in the States, you know? So we need a 1206. We need a 1206 10UF. Here's a 1206 10UF. Dude, 170 switches, that's a lot, man. I don't know, man. That takes forever. It takes forever. For real. Like, I think a lot of times, like, I don't get much because I live in Japan, you know? So, you know. Alright, so let's take a look at what we have right here. We have LCSE and quantity only. And datasheet. This is weird. Like, we can look this up. This is a 10UF. Oh, dude, that's what it's all about. When you can go meet the person, that's like the best, you know? That's where it's at, you know? Like a lot of people are like, well, you know, why send something to Japan to have assembled, you know, or something like that, you know? Like, so when people don't have me assemble stuff, I totally understand, you know? All right, we need the data sheet for this. I want Elsia, and I want, oops. We're gonna go over reference. The other thing that this doesn't have, that I normally like to have, is the manufacturer. It's like just MFR. And so we're gonna add a field called MFR to this. And it should go right there. That's perfect. And we're just gonna put in the manufacturer's part number. And this datasheet doesn't need to be this long either. That's awesome though. Like when you can have someone just do it for you, that's what it's all about, man. Like local stuff is always the best. So we're gonna take the manufacturer's part number. I'm all about it. I'm trying to help out streamers that are local to me and commission my builds with them so they have content to stream. Yeah, of course. Like that's what should happen, right? That's always the best way. Local is always the best way, to be honest, you know? C3, C5, okay. These are 1 UFs, so let's look up these 1 UFs. Here's a 1 UF. And the best place to look, honestly, is not even LCSC necessarily. Unless we would just want to order it, but we could go to JLC PCB. We can look up this stuff too. From JLC. Is a stocked part. So this is good. We should use this. We're gonna put in the manufacturer. This is the 1 UF. We need to put in the datasheet. Yeah, local streamers, like, I don't know, like, it's always best to go local if you can, you know, or at least in the US, especially if you're gonna, like, save on, like, you want to save money. But there are so many, and there's a lot of streamers doing, like, you know, builds and stuff, so it's pretty easy to find somebody, like, close to you that's doing it. We want to fill in the datasheet just so it's complete. This is one of those days where I would just be doing this anyway by myself. So I don't care, you know? And a lot of this stuff is, like, some of it is already for us, you know? But we want to complete that, like, we have to complete it so that when we go to manufacture, there's no confusion. So I always like to put in the manufacturer, the datasheet, and the LCSC number. All of those, even if I go with a different manufacturer, because, like, this is the way to do it if you're going to go with JLC PCB. But it's also a good way of doing it if you're going to go with another manufacturer. We don't need that. We just need this. There we go. And we should put in the, what is it? We should also put in the maker. We have to put in the maker as well. We're doing this wrong a little bit. I want another value in here too. So we're gonna go into our old school stuff. We want the data sheet, the LCSC number, MFR, not manufacturer, not MRF, and the part number. And we don't have part number yet. And so we need to add a field of part number. And we're just going to call it part number. There we go. That is what we're going to put here. We're going to copy it. We're going to cut these. And we're just going to cut and paste this. There we go. We need to go back into this and find out. This is like what we're doing today. We're just documenting everything. I really want to support the community, so I use the gaming community on Twitch where they stream 8 hours every day of the week. So that's what you got to do, man. Help people, bro. Like, that's the best way to go. A lot of people are helping me, you know? A lot of people, like, are definitely helping me, whether they, you know, whether they think so or not, you know? I think they know, but... Oops. They know that they're helping me. So, here we have AVEX. We're gonna put all this stuff in here. This is good documentation. This is what you should do if you are doing this. If you're making a PCB, especially if you're making it for somebody else, like, this is a commission, and so one of the things that we want to do is to make sure that the documentation is 100% correct for the, you know, the person who's receiving it. Like, personally speaking, like, I'm kind of lazy for my own stuff, but we're gonna be doing some of my stuff today as well. But I'm like a little bit more lazy, but I'm like less lazy when the person is like paying me to do it, you know? Like, we definitely have to be on the ball. Or at least try to be. At least act like we're doing it. Act like we're on the ball, even though we're clearly like, you know, not. This is Yaego. We need that. We definitely need the data sheet. It's good to have this stuff in here because then there's no question about what the part is. You have the original manufacturer's part number. You have the LCSC part number. And you have like all the data sheets and the name. No, what this is doing is we're prepping for manufacturer to do the assembly. So, like, basically how that works is you'll go, let's say you're going to go to JLC PCB, right? And you're going to order, right? Of course, you're going to order the PCB, right? You're going to add the Gerber files or whatever it is. But you're also going to add, SMT assembly, right? You want the assembly to, you want the manufacturer to assemble the board. So basically, like, put the parts on it for you. So that when you get it in hand, it's 100% ready to go. And you don't have to do anything, you know? And that's what we're prepping for now. It just says to, like, upload the Gerber files, but, of course, you know? So if this is done, then we know that the manufacturer is going to be able to, like, get these parts. So when we look at this JLC PCB, we can see this part. This is an extended part. So this isn't a part normally. This is like a part not 100% normally stocked. But they do have stock of it. And so if you want them to assemble it, then at least you know that they have it. Like, when you go in there, you're going to be able to get them to like solder it on your board, you know? So that's good. That's what you want, you know? And so that's basically all I'm doing. That's what I'm doing today, and talking, hopefully. And, like, chilling out, you know? Not, like, not huge, I guess not huge content or anything. Like, we still have the ErgoDOX to make. We still have, like, there's a lot to do. I have two more commissions. So there's a lot, you know? I have a lot going on. But, you know, this kind of stuff, it needs to happen because, oops, we have that. We need, here, these are BAV 70s. Because, like, if you don't do this, then, like, I think, like, a lot of people come and, like, where's my PCB? You know, like, why isn't this done? Because this is part of getting it done, really. This is an extended part. So that's fine. This is a little fuse. This is part of the whole process, to be honest. And it's like, I'm just kind of like, I don't normally do it on the stream because, I don't know, because like, it's kind of the boring part, you know? So. Now we have a fuse. And I don't know why this has the value of this, but we're gonna find out. We just saved it. Let's look at the F1. So, little fuse. Okay, well, we got the fuse. Okay, so we're good. Okay. So we have the mounting holes, right? And these obviously is not a part, so we're not gonna do it. And we have to look up this JST. We have these JST connectors. And let's see if there's a part. There's no part in here for it, so we're gonna look it up. And let's see if we can find it in LCSC. And there isn't a part in LCSC that we can find, but I know that we have it. So all I have to do is like look up the part that I already know it is, you know? Okay. And you can do this by, the best thing to do is to have like a parts list laying around. And I do have a parts list. And I always should add this to my parts list, right? So that we have the information ready to go. Yeah, you can build the PCB manufacturer parts. Okay, I see. Exactly. You don't want to do it yourself, like, unless you want to hand solder everything yourself. You know, which is fine, and like if that's what you want to do. But a lot of people don't want to do that. Here's the LCSC number. Is there a manufacturer? Yes, here's the manufacturer. And we need the data sheet. You can see all the details about the data sheet and things like that. There we go. We have two of them. Yeah, here. These are the 3 switches and the OLED. And they both need the exact same thing, so we're just going to copy and paste here. So we're doing manu prep today. We're doing all manu prep, and this is how it needs to be done, really, to be honest. Like, there are other ways of doing it. The thing is that a lot of people, they already know, like, if you were to talk to like someone who does a lot of PCB work, they'll be like, yeah, I use this manufacturer. So they usually just set it up for that. So you'll end up like, not all documentation is the same. And you can't say like, oh, well, you're missing this or something because maybe they just don't need it because the manufacturer doesn't require it. So we have our USB receptacle. We definitely have to find this USB receptacle. Now, I believe LCSC has this, but we're going to find out 100% for sure. And they don't have it. JLC PCB doesn't have it. We want the 31M12. This is what we want. This is the part. Now, the thing is that it's not just like, you know, when you make a PCB, you're not just making a PCB, right? It's not just some virtual thing, you know? Like there has to be like, you have to document like parts, you know? Like you have to know exactly what you're using. Otherwise, like it won't work when you try to like, you know what I mean? Or things won't fit together in the case or whatever the case may be, you know? And your manufacturer's gonna come back to you and be like, what is this? Like, what is this garbage? Like, what, your documentation is garbage or something, you know? So you kind of have to, do it. Now this, like, we're not gonna use that. We're gonna use the LCSC datasheet instead. Now we have reset and boot. And so these are the normal, I usually use these 2.4. These are the reset switches. And they're not documented here. But I have documents of them. So let's take a look. We have right here. Here are the reset switches that I always use. Now you say 1.6 millimeters. I think that should be good though. I think it'll be okay. Like, we have to, this says, yeah, I think it's fine. We'll have to take a look in case there's some problem down the road. In fact, we can take a look at this stuff right now. I believe that I use the original. I'll either use the original reset switch that was already here, or I used mine, but I can't remember. So looks like I used a different one that I normally use. So we're gonna have to look up this reset switch if we can find it. This is JP2, right? Let's look it up. JP, is this JP2? Oh, this is switch 2. Oh, look at here. So this is JP2, and this is not a part. This is not a part, so this doesn't get a part. So these two don't get a part. This one already has a part. Some of these already have parts. So all we're gonna do is continue to document them as best as possible, so that we don't run into any sort of issues later. We want to do a nice full documentation. Everything that we can get our hands on about the part that we're going to use. And there we go. We're just going to go right down the list until we're done. And a lot of this stuff is already done. Like, none of this is hot stuff, so these are all just switches, and no one's gonna put in our switches for us, right? Right? So... you can see this is all switches. No, like, it automatically, like, if you prep for JLC PCB, then you are already prepped for PCB way. And actually, if you prep for JLC PCB, usually you don't have to prep for anything else after that, because they're like the most strict about what you need. So that's usually the case. It is for a PCB way. Like, you can just straight up export, and then you have to do like a little bit of adjusting, but it's like it's almost nothing, you know. But it's basically that's it. Okay, so we can see the 2U, the plus, like all this is just nothing, right? 1.5U. So next is the R1 and R2, right? 4K7 in 0603. Let's see if there's a part number here. There is a part number here. A lot of this stuff, like, you know, it just depends on like how documented it already is. But we want to make sure that it's 100% documented, not just kind of documented. You know? It's fine. It's fine. You can say, like, because this is my right. This is my PCB that I based off of another person, right? And so this documentation looks kind of slim for me, but for the person that actually designed it, it's not, because they're going to use a specific manufacturer. That's fine. So we have it, but I want to document it 100%. You know, I don't want to document it 70% for myself. You know, I want to make sure, you know, there's a lot to that, I guess, you know. Just, it's like a personal thing, you know, a little bit. But the other thing that I like is, like, if you document this heavily, like a little bit heavier than normal, you can pretty much export this and choose any manufacturer that you want, you know? Sorry about that. You can choose any manufacturer that you want, because this is weird. Is that the same? Oh no, it isn't. Okay. I was gonna say, it's like that part number is really close. When you're documented like this, then usually, like, I went to Seed as well. I went to Seed. It is the same manufacturer. Okay. I went to Seed, right? It's like SED or whatever, right? Seed Studio. And, like, because I had documented my stuff like this, I was already able to get in a PCB assembly quote just by the information that I had. I didn't even have to like I had to like change the the way the Excel spreadsheet was a little bit to get it to import, but like it was basically already done anyway. So you can go to Seed Studio if you do it like this. You can go anywhere. So you just have the value, the data sheet, the LCSC number, the manufacturer, and the part number, and quantity is automatic anyway. So if you have these 4 things documented, you're gonna be in really good shape for like choosing the best, like the cheapest or the one you like the most, And that doesn't mean you have to use LCSC electronics necessarily for parts, because a lot of times, like if you go to Seed Studio, like a lot of times they have their own parts list and they'll take it from their from their stock or whatever of like an equivalent part to LCSC, So, and that's like perfect. This is also Uniroyal, okay. So there, so it's good to have like this level of documentation, I think. We have to see what this is. This is these are the reset switches, and we can see that there's like a part number within here already. It says without stem. Let's see if we can take a... That looks fine. So I'm gonna use my normal part number for this. This is my normal reset switch that I use. And if it doesn't work, which I know it will, but if it doesn't work, then we'll know, because a lot of times the manufacturer will reject it. We're gonna use it for both reset switches. This is the one I normally use, so who cares? There we go. And we just need data sheet. There's a USB, a Type-C, and a J-cell type. And I heard you can do hand solder, and they can do hand solder now. Is there really? Let's take a look. Yeah, they kind of upped their game recently. Yeah, in stock. There we go. They can do it. That's good. That's the exact part. Is that the exact part we use? We should look at that. Yeah, it is. It's the exact same part. So unless you're gonna do a mid mount, like, they can do it. That's good, man. That's amazing. And I think they're getting like, I think they're getting a lot of competition. So. And we can see that we have the last 3 parts, but we already have the LCSC numbers for it. It says, like, this is weird. We're gonna use, instead of using these data sheets, we're gonna use the LCSC data sheets instead. And they're basically, there's probably no difference in the data sheet. But just in case there is some variation, we're gonna use this. Oops, is it? Yeah. Oh, we did that already. Oops. I need the part number. Not... Okay. There we go. Perfect. I'd rather use the, if we're gonna use the LCSC part number, I'd rather use the LCSC datasheet. Here's the manufacturer. Oop, that's the part number. Always mixing that up today. We need the manufacturer name. So, yeah, man, like, this, in my opinion, this is the way to go. And, like, a lot of times, like, the other problem I find when I go to, like, you know, when I, like, want to use, or, like, I want to, like, I'm interested in a board, and it's open source, you know? Like, it's never this level. Like, it's almost never. Like, I'd say, like, 9 out of 10 times or so. It's never, like, this detailed, you know? Here's our STM32. We have this is an ARM. You know that there's none of these in stock ever, because like it's a MCU. Like, good luck finding stuff. There we go. And this has the ST documentation, but we're not going to use the ST documentation. We're going to use this documentation. I just want to be consistent. Oh, and we gotta do it for this one too. Oops. Just so everything is the same. And we can just push OK. Not only that, but we can apply it to that schematic and save. And everything is done. Everything now for this, like, for this board. This board is prepped for menu, even though we have a bunch of eggs in it. It's prepped and it's ready to go, you know? And it's good because, like, if somebody comes to me and's like, the person, this is like, obviously this is Gibby's fate, so if Gibby comes to me and he's like, do you have my board ready yet? I'd be like, yeah, like, it's ready now, you know? Like, at least I can say, yes, it's ready, you know? It's ready to go to the manufacturer. And so I feel good about that, you know? There. Awesome. So we have a lot. I think we have a lot more to do. I definitely do, yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna do another parts list for one of mine, I think. Let's do the office. Let's do the office. Or base 65, which also called the office 65. I believe this one doesn't. Oops. I believe this one also is not. It has like almost no documentation, or it does. I don't know. We'll find out. This is also. It's not too bad though. Like this one's almost prepped already. Let's see if we have this one prepped. Custom rotary encoder. Everything on this one is prepped. Okay, so we're good there. Let's look at the Joker 60. I know this one is not even close to being prepped. This one has no information at all. Nothing. It didn't come with any. So we're just gonna have to like work on it ourselves. So we need data sheet. We need LCSC number. And we want to make sure it's the same. Oops. We want to make sure that it is exactly the same. So just LCSC part number. Oh yeah, oh dang, man. Thank you for the new follow, the lead man. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it a lot, to be honest. Can you believe like every stream is like breaks my like the top? So funny, man. Like it's weird that the top breaks. Dude, thank you so much for the follow, man. I hope you're having a good day. Like I'm just chilling today, like doing PCB stuff. Oh, dang! Like they're coming out. Kanandi, man, thank you so much for coming out and supporting me, man. Thank you so much for the follow. All right, let's see if we can get my stream unbroken. There we go. Did you see that? See how broken it is up at the top there? Like what's up with it? But it's like that every stream though. There we go. It looks good now. Thank you, dude. Thank you guys so much for the follows. I appreciate it. All right, we're good. And we have the latest subscriber and the latest follower is all up on the top there. All right, this has absolutely no documentation at all. And I can tell you that this board is based on a Gondo board. It is literally based on a Gondo board. And so we're going to document this board, which is not exactly done. Maybe it's pretty much done, but not 100%. It's It's a little on the rough. It's a little rough around the edges, to be honest. But like, it needs a little bit of work still. But we're still gonna prep it for getting ready for menu. At least that way it's ready. Now, this doesn't have any information on the LCSC part number, which is fine. Oops. Let's move that out. We also need what's our next agenda? We need the MFR and part number. We need MFR. We can expand that out at least a little bit. And we need part number. We're gonna get this rolling now. Now the other thing is, like, most Gondo boards, like if you go to like the Archeon project and you grab a Gondo board to, like, you know, take a look at, almost all of them don't have any sort of like actual part documentation. So that is something that I plan on doing to any board that I'm interested in like using. Cause like, you know, the nice thing about it is, like, if you're a PCB designer, then you'll, you know, like, you can look at those boards and be like, wow, you know, like, that's, you know, it's great and it's put together great and I can use this, you know. But there's still no part numbers. Okay, this is a 1U and it's a 0402, so we have to be careful here. So we're gonna look for a 1U capacitor in 0402. There's a 0402. And we should be able to use this just fine. And a lot of the 0402 stuff is like, it's small, you know? It's real small. And so hopefully this, like, the other thing about we have to know about is, like, hopefully this works, you know? You have to like think to yourself, like, oh, like, is this gonna work? Is this correct? Especially if you're like, if we're new. I'm new to STM32. I'm fairly new. And so when it comes to this board particularly, all right, I'm like, I have no idea. This is 100N, but not 100N, but it must be 100NF. Let's look at the JLC PCB website though. So 100 NF is like, let's take a look. 100 NF. This is all like through hole. Like, what's the deal there, you know? So 0402 100 NF. We can look at these. Look at these actually. So it says C. Here, let's look at CB7. Mm-hmm. There's like CB9 and stuff like that. 1U. Oops. So we gotta look for it. We have to go searching, you know? And that's just the way it is. And if we don't find anything, then we'll just have to deal with it later, you know? There we go. There we go. Now we're hitting it up. 100 NF. We need it in 0402. So we're gonna go down until we find an 0402. We can actually, it says this one, it says not recommended for new designs. So let's just use a normal one. Oh yeah. We can actually just X this out. X this out. Just to get rid of everything we're not gonna use. All right, and then we just need the data sheet. This is the kind of chill stuff that you want to do on a relaxing Sunday morning, you know, like afternoon, when there's nothing to do except like chill, you know. There's that 1U, and this is 0805. Oh yeah. Let's get the documentation while we're at it. There we go. It's weird that there's like a 4.7 UN and a 4.7 NF. And then they use CSO. See? We'll kind of see how this plays out, you know? Kind of see in the in the ST as well. You can see it right here in the U1. Let's take a look at U1 once. U1 is a STM, 32 is F072, but it really doesn't say like exactly which one it is. They're like there's no question. I don't know. It's hard to say like exactly which one it is, but we can figure it out. F072. We know it's a LQ FP48, right? But look, it says right here, 7x7 P05. So we need a 7x7 P05. This is a 7x7 P05. This should be fine. And we know it's LFQ 48. It matches the package. So if it matches the package, we know that it's going to be, good. It's got 128K. This is nice actually. So we're gonna use this as the ARM processor. But the other weird thing about this is I do want to say, it's kind of strange that there isn't any part numbers. Instead of putting just this package, you could always put the exact one, I always find it better for myself. I want to document, and even if it's open source or closed source, I want to document for myself exactly which part I'm using, and that way there's no question later on. I don't have to guess down the road or whatever, I definitely want it to be 100%, 110%. I don't want to do any sort of guessing later on. There's 2 of them, but okay. So we're not gonna do the guessing, we're going to for sure document this, so it's 100% documented, if we can. You can see the package here. We have to look at it and say like, okay, well it's this part, but it's this package, right? It's the SOT23 package, obviously. And so we're not sure exactly of the part because there's 4 of them, but we can see that the package is SOT23. So we know for sure that, at least we know semi for sure that the package here is the exact same. So we can start document. We know that it's basically, it's correct, you know. Even though we never, like, I've never used this part before. I can tell you, for sure. And now we're gonna replace we're not gonna replace, in this sense, we're not gonna replace the data sheets that are already there. But that is like one way of doing it, you know? We have a SW push here, so we need our trusty let's try to find if we can. Our push button. Oh yeah. And there we go. But we're not exactly done yet. Obviously there's a lot here, you know? There's a lot. So like if we look at SW109, we can see that it's not, we can go through these are all switches, right? We definitely want to take a look at, so everything here is a switch, so we don't have to worry. Obviously this is question mark. There we go. So this is another weird one, you know? It's like I'm not exactly sure to like exactly what this is, you know? We have RVDD1, all right? Let's take a look at it. Let's look this up once, right? And there's no picture, and there's no, like, there's nothing here, you know? The other thing we can do is, like, we can look at it here. And, like, actually try to figure out what it is. Oops. And if we can't figure it out now, we'll figure it out later. I mean, it's not really a huge ordeal, you know? Oh, dang, I got a new sub. Are you serious? Kohalified, subscribed, tier 1. 3 months, man. Oh, dude, thank you so much for thank you so much for the sub. Thank you guys always, man. A new sub? Oh, man, thank you. The heck? What happened? Hey, howdy doody, man. How you doing? Hey, Swift Tracks, man. Nice to meet you. I wish I knew this part number, but you know what? I bet you Swift Tracks actually knows the part number. I've been subbed. I know. You've been subbed, so I don't know what the deal. I don't know why. It just says new sub to like all of it, you know. Don't worry about it. It's probably just like my package, you know, like the streaming package that I have. So, like, don't worry about it. I got the new microphone, like arm today. You have no. I want this one. This RVDD1, which must be it. Like this must go. This is the reset, I think. Working on my newest set. Awesome, man. That's great. No, it's on. It's on. You can't link anything here. Is it on there? Is it on there, like the actual part number? I'll get it later. It's a MAME set? I love MAME set stuff, man. We need more. We need more. So, I'm parting stuff out right now. I want to see it. We're trying to get this, like, this parted out today. I would say that this is probably the most challenging, like, one that I have. Like, you can see this is a 4.7N. And so... Right? So I'm just assuming 4.7 NF, right? Not just N. Some of them have N, and some of them have N and NF. GMK incognito. Is it just like, am I typing on air or something? Like, it looks like I'm typing on air. GMK needs like a clear set. But like, is there an IC for it yet? Yeah, yeah. Oh, dude, this is so amazing. Like, this set is really good. It's pretty mamey, but it's nice though. Like, it's pretty mamey, but like, I like it though. I always like when like the legends are lighter than the like this. Like, they're easy to see. Basically, is what I like. Click kidding at the top. Yeah, I love this. There's like this is so memey. There's like a F18 or something in here. there's a lot of fun stuff in here. Yeah, man, I saw, like, this is great. This is great. This is good, man. This is a nice kit. I honestly would pick this up. Like, I like gray and stuff anyway, but I think this has nice accents, you know? You can see, like, no matter on what color it is, like, it's easy to, like, pick up on, you know? That's what I like. That's what I like about sets, you know? I like it when they're easy to, like, pick up on. Because a lot of sets, like, blend too much. Did you use a keyboard renderer kit? No, I haven't used that kit yet. So here, 4.7U, right? So, sorry, 4.7N. It looks like stock boards. That's awesome. Yeah, you've been really into that. You've been like sending me links to like that render thing, and like I think it's really cool actually. But I haven't had time to like check it out too much. Sorry, this says 4.7N, right? But it's obviously 4.7NF, right? Because otherwise, what is it gonna be? Like, is it just N? Like, why are some of these N and some of them NF, you know? It's weird, and you can see like some of them are hand solder and some of them are just like the metrics, but I'm not sure why that was the case at the time, you know? So this is 0805, so we need an 0805. 4.7 NF, so we're gonna use this. Are they different types of caps though? I don't like, are they though? Like tantalum? What does that mean though? They have polarity. Yeah, but you don't need that for STM though. I don't think. I don't know. I don't think so. We could, I mean, we could think about it, but. All right, so let's document this. For now, we're gonna document it. The other thing we can do is, you know, once we get this done, is I can just hand this. I can just hand this over to Gond, you know, and like, you know, he can take care of it. Like, he can give me like a recommendation, or like if anything's wrong with it, like he can take a look at it. But honestly, I don't think I really need to do that. Or I can just like, you know, I could always go up to him and say, hey, like, why is this one N, and like, why was this originally N and why was it NF, you know? So usually he's pretty good. He's really pretty good about answering that kind of stuff for me. So, and I might not get this one finished. So you can see like here's a U and N, right? This is a 10U. Yeah, that's true, yeah. That's what it, I mean, that's what it originally was, you know? This is 0805 as well. 0805. So we're going to use an 0805 10UF. And that's okay. We'll ask him later then if we need to. I don't think we need to, though. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. Like, maybe I'll do it, and then it'll just will not work when I turn it on. And then and then I'll be like, it doesn't work. Help me, you know? I don't know. I don't even mind. I don't care, you know? We'll figure it out. I always figure it out in the end, you know? Or I ask somebody and, like, I get it done. It gets done, you know? Like, always. Always, like, there's so many great people around to help, so. Alright, so we're gonna use this. There are only a few left. So this is 0805. Here, let's do the next one down. So this is a 4.7 NF. Oh, snap. And then I have another board to do. Like, I have so many boards to do today. Like, this isn't even the beginning. Like, we have to do the queue today. I might, like, actually just start working on the queue now. I might start working on the queue now because, like, I need that queue. I need the queue done today as well. The queue PCB absolutely has to get done today. We need this in 0805. STM is not existent right now, so you have to wait quite a bit. You know what you should do? What should I do? Here's the 4.7 NF. There we go. Everything's non-existent right now, though. I mean, it's not even like a thing, you know? That's like saying, like, you know, like water is away, you know? Like, everything right now is just terrible. With, like, getting product. No, I have one, though. Yeah, but I do. Yeah. But, yeah, I have. I just need to do it for STM stuff. Like, like, honestly, I stole yours. I'm not even gonna lie about it. I'm not even gonna lie that I stole yours. Symbols, not footprints. Yeah, that's true, yeah. Symbol live? Yeah, that's true, yeah. Yeah, that's probably a good idea, to be honest. Yeah, like, I keep putting in the same thing a lot. That's true. But I don't, like, this is fine with me, you know? Alright, so we have a 1U. Hydrate, thank you. I'm hydrating coffee today. So I'm, like, dehydrating. And I got the stretch, too. We gotta do the queue today. The queue has gotta get done today. That's, like, definitely one. This one really needs to get done today, too. So... You can see it says 1U, and the symbol is, like... The symbol is different than normal, right? So if I look this up and just put 1U cap, like, it doesn't come up with anything. Unless it's 0.1U or something like that, you know? It's for micro. Yeah, what is that? Yeah, I don't understand that symbol, though. Does that mean it's a 1UF, right? Or did I get it wrong? See, I'm glad you always show up at, like, the most opportune time. It's just the SI prefix system? Okay. So does that mean that it's a 0805 1U or not? Like, what does that mean in real terms? I see. It's a microfarad. Okay. So does that mean that this is correct, or is it not correct? Yeah, I know that, yeah. I see. At least, like, I'm getting an education always with you. I always get the, like, the super amazing education. I need to know more about this later. Because, like, I definitely want to make sure, you know, oh my god. I want to make sure, like, everything is always correct, you know? There we go. And we just need the data sheet. We have too many windows open today. We're gonna have to, like, X this out. So this one just says 100N, not 100NF, right? Yeah, I'll look at it. I will look at it. We're just gonna X some of this stuff out, just like, except for this because it's so amazing. Like, especially if you're behind it. If Qualified is behind this, then like, I'm definitely down for buying it. If I know that Qualified is, like, on the case for the GMK Incognito, like, no, I will. No, I'm definitely going to. It's not that I would just buy anything you make, but it actually is really good. Okay, so 104 is 104NF, right? This is 104N, so it's 104NF, right? 0402. This is 0402, so we just want to make sure that we get the right size at the very least. So this is 0402. No, of course I'm gonna buy it. Are you kidding? Like, I like it. Not only do I like it, but, you know, like, that's the most important. But, like, I'm not only that, but, like, I'm supporting you, so I can give back, you know? To, like, all the people who, like, if someone has a project and, you know, like, they tell me about it and I think it's dope, you know? Like, I'm also gonna be, like, I'm also gonna support them, you know? $201? Dude, come on, man. 201 is just ridiculous. Like, come on now. Like, why? You don't need anything that small. You know? Look at that. We're getting there now. Like, we're almost there. Like, this board has a lot of caps on it. A lot. But as long as it's documented, I'll feel good about it, you know? Like, if it's documented well, then we can move on, you know? Everything needs to be documented all the time. Like, even open source, closed source, if it's documented like this, then I can go to any manufacturer I want, and I can export this file, and I can adjust it a little bit for each manufacturer, but at least if it has these four items, then I'm gonna be in good shape, you know? I know that I'm gonna be able to go wherever I want. This is 0805. This is the same, so we're just gonna copy. We're just gonna copy this. You know, if it has all this information, then we already know that we're in good shape, you know? That's what we want. Always, that's always what I want, you know? And we only have a few more left. And then we just have diodes, and then whatever this is. Yeah, we have a few more things, but like these are just mounting holes. Yeah, all the G, we have just this all the way to the fuse. That's not bad. We have like 5 more parts to do, and then we're good to go. Then we can move on to the queue. I have to get the queue done today. That is an absolute must. Got a blast, man? All right, man. Thank you so much for like coming out, yo. Always chilling and helping, man. It's funny, like, when you, like, always come in at the, like, most opportune time, you know? Like, why is that? You like, lurk, bro. I'm just joking. So fun. It's kind of funny, though. It really is. Alright, so we need 100N. I'm definitely getting the queue, like, as long as the queue's done today, too, then I feel good about it, you know? And we need it in 0805. Yeah, 0805. Cheers, man. The mic is, like, much closer today. It's kind of interesting because I got the new mic arm, but it's pretty relaxing, though. I feel, like, pretty relaxed by, like, the new mic arm. I don't know. It's not, like... Before, it was, like, in the way. Like, the microphone was, like, super in the way. And now, like, things are good, man. And we... Like, I need to get, the ErgoDOX finished this week. I absolutely have to get it done this week, you know? But I also need to get this stuff done, so... This is kind of, like, extra bonus material for streaming today. Alright. Oh my god. I gotta concentrate otherwise. If I don't concentrate, then I'm just gonna, like... I'm gonna zone out. I'm gonna make so many mistakes. So funny. Alright, let's get this done. This is a pretty normal one. Part. This is SOD 123. Here. See, the package was different, so we have to make sure we get the package right. This is a SOD 123. This is SOD 123. We can see that this one has the most in stock, so we'll go with that. There, now we know it's correct. I usually use these anyway, so I usually use... Actually, you know what we can do on this one is we can go to... We can go to an older one and just check the part number. Let's check this part number. I'd rather use something that I've used before than something I haven't used before. Nope. Nope. We're gonna use this. We're gonna use this because the package is the same. Awesome. Oh, did you see that? Alright. You gotta check your package, otherwise, like, it might be off, you know? I don't know. It's kind of funny. There we go. And we're just gonna document and document and document until everything is documented. Until it's 100% documented, because that is very important, you know? Awesome. Now we also have this, right? I have absolutely no idea what this is. This is DF1. We can take a look and see where it falls. This is the power supply and protection circuit, okay? Now, normally, I can tell you that I don't normally have this. Even with my other STM32, I don't have this. And there's some good documentation right here, so we're gonna use this to look up whatever this is. Oh, it came up right away, so we already know. We already know that there it is. And we're just gonna look up the package. It's a SOD123 bidirectional. So we're gonna go back in here. SOD, and it literally says bidirectional though. And here. And this is bidirectional. It's SOD123, so I would say this is a good bet. Even if we don't know the part, even if we never have used this part before, that's okay. You know, it's perfectly fine. And it's not necessarily guessing. It's not guessing. It's just using the knowledge that you have to make an informed like choice, you know? There we go. We're almost there. We're almost to F1. I have about like 4 parts to go, I think. This is a 0603. Okay, so let's look at this up. There. This is nice because we're looking it up, and this is a 0603. 0603, we know that it's basically the same. This part number, this manufacturer part number is exactly the same as the value. So we're just gonna document it. We have to do it, you know? Got a blast, alright. Snap. We're just gonna continue down the line. This is a SOD123. And here we go. We're just gonna make sure it's all there. Here's two of the same one. So this is the second. We have only one more part after this. Then we're gonna go move on to the queue. This is like, it just shows the reel. It doesn't show the part. It just shows the reel. I love that. Just give me the whole reel. Like, I don't need one. I need like, I'll take one whole reel, please. I don't like. It's probably just like too small, too weird of a part to like rip open or something. Like, what's the deal there? You know. It's kind of funny, you know. And like, does the documentation? Oh, it actually does show the part though. I was gonna say if it just shows like a bunch of reels or something, you know. Like LCSC like is like didn't want to open it up. What happened? What happened there? Someone's just like, you know, who cares? You know, like I'm not gonna do it. And this package, oh, I think we made a mistake though. This package is like PMDU though. I'm like, but if we look at it, it's basically like, it comes out like a normal diode, right? Yeah. That is the part that was used, so that's the part we're going to go with. There we go. And we have our last fuse. It's a 1 amp trip PTC. 1812. Oop, here we go. It said a 1 amp right there. Here we go, PTC. So we have a 1 amp PTC, and we're in business. Match it up. Oops. Oh, yeah. We are done with this board now. This board is done. Good to go. Awesome. All right, next. We're gonna get the queue done. Let's see if the queue is done. The queue is not done. That's a lot of that has to do with like this just being like just undocumented. No one's ever documented the queue, I don't think, yet, so boom. I can't wait to submit this for assembly. I can't wait. I can't wait to put this in the queue that I have laying around. So we got a data sheet. LCSC part number. MNMFR. And part number. Don't mind my keyboardness. I use a Japanese keyboard still, and that's just the way it is. I mess up all the time. All right. Let's look. We didn't change any of the parts. We didn't change many of the parts of the queue, but we did do a few things. We need, oops. 0603. It's good to document something, you know, so like, you know, epic. Because the queue is such a great board. And I love having this as like open source for anybody to grab, you know? And it's good that like this one particularly I feel good about, you know? Where, you know, like you could come to my repo, you know, like my GitHub, and you could say like, oh man, you know, like I want, you know, I need, you know, like 50 queue boards for, you know, for my group buy that I'm ordering, you know, for or whatever, and you're like, oh well, I could go to like, you know, a place, I could like, you know, there's some people who sell them, you know, on their website or whatever, or I could just like take this and download it, and then like submit it to you know, like a different to a PCB manufacturer and just get it done myself, you know, like why have another person involved? And so I feel really good about that, you know. Like why go to a company and ask them, you know, and have them, because they're gonna make money off of it, you know. Like I don't like that. Like it, you know, like I understand though. I understand, I guess. You know, we all gotta, you know, eat and stuff. But at the same time, like, it's nice that the open source, like, the queue is now open source. And we can, this is a 0603. And now that it's open source, we can have an open source PCB that is actually, like, manufacturable. And this one has the ESD protection, where the original didn't have. Not only is it gonna have the ESD protection, but it also have like it'll also be ready to menu, you know. That's where it's at for me. That's why I feel like so strongly about this right here. Oh yeah. There we go. Next, 1 UF. This is also 0603. Good to go today. Let's get some rocket music out. I want some more rocket music. Like, it's starting to become like so like, you know, like too relaxing and peaceful maybe. I want like a little bit more, you know. I feel like I'm playing Final Fantasy 7 or something, you know. Which, by the way, just released a new. They released that new trailer. It looks pretty good. But I'm not, like, super excited about it anymore. There, I feel good. I'm good now. I gotta get more upbeat. Otherwise, I'm gonna fall asleep if it's like too relaxing, you know. We gotta get that old school hip hop, you know. Which is like, it's like generic old school hip hop though. But it's all good, you know. Oh yeah. Oh, sorry about that. This is just a C small, but we don't know why. Like, why is it a C small? Like, that's not acceptable. So, okay, so here's another conundrum. Like, when you're trying to do this, like, why is it just a C small? Like, what is it, you know? And the best thing to do is to like take a look at what's surrounding it. Let's see if we can find this part first of all. Because, like, obviously this is the crystal, right? It's great that it's in DigiKey and stuff, but that doesn't like help me like document it, you know? And so far, like, we need, let's take a look at the brief sheet or whatever. We need to take a look at the clock, right? and see like what might be like surrounding it. The other thing we can do for this, I believe this is the old one. And I believe this is the same part that is used in this design guide. Let's take a look. Let's take a look to be sure, though. Okay, it looks the same. Well, yeah. So these are 222 PF, right? We might change this. Like, I might just change this crystal, to be honest. We're gonna skip the crystal for now, just so that we can make sure. Like, I probably, honestly, like, probably just dump this crystal, to be honest. We can say that they're 20. We can't say that they're 22 PF 100%. So we're just gonna leave it alone. We're gonna move on from C7 and C8, and we're gonna move on to let's move on to diodes. I can tell you that they're the normal diodes. Which is, what is it? Let's take a look, sorry. Dun, dun, dun. There we go. Oh yeah. Oh snap. I'm gonna go get some more coffee probably in just a second. All right, now we have keys. Now we have key switches. We have a 5.5K resistor. 5.5k ohms, obviously. Let's see what the size we require. We require a 0603. This is also kind of a weird part, right? And so we might end up dumping this too for something else if we can, you know. It's very strange. Like, let's take a look at other boards to see why this is here. This is a USB Type-C as well, so we can take a look at like pretty much anything. Let's take a look at our right here, 5K. This is exactly the same, CC1 and CC2, right? Exactly, CC1 and CC2. So we're gonna use this part because it's not gonna change. This is the exact same part number, so we're gonna use this. Oh yeah. I mean, all USB stuff is basically the same. Like, if it's USB-C, it's USB-C, you know? I mean, there are slight differences, but it's the same part number, basically, so. So why not, you know? There you go. Now we need the 22 ohm and the 10K ohm. We already have these. We already have these around, laying around. Here's the 22 ohm. And we already have our old parts, so we can just do that. $22 ohm. 0805, is that the right package? No, this is 0603. So we can't use this one, but we can just look up 22 ohm. We're just gonna copy the ohm symbol because I'm lazy. So we're just gonna look up 22 ohm and 0603. So we have a 22 ohm 0603 right here. So that should be fine. As long as it's not 22k ohms or something. I've made mistakes before. I've made plenty of mistakes before. I've ordered parts that are wrong on boards before, and it is not funny. Like you have to like desolder them, and it's a pain. But it's happened, you know. I'm not even gonna lie about it. I'm not even gonna lie about it at all either. There. And we're gonna go grab our 10K. This is already documented for us, and we're gonna see, do we need... This is also 0603. So we're gonna borrow our ohm symbol 10, and we're gonna put 10K. But we need it in 0603. Once this is done, I can order, like, I can straight up just straight order this, and I'm going to, because I need this board to test so that people can order it up whenever they want, you know? We have our beautiful switch push. There, we don't have much left to go. We have the 18 mega and the USB and the crystal, which we'll probably replace, to be honest. But let's take a look. So we have the 18 mega 32U4 in the TQFP package, so that should be fine. And we're good. Ba-ba. Oops. Oh yeah. Here we are again. Using the same old one that has been used forever. even during the queue, like everybody was using the same one, you know? Now we're gonna look this up one more time. And see if we can find something. I mean, we can see it. We're getting crystal resonators here. So like, there's a lot of different kinds, but I mean, we can just jump in here, and like, this is like a pre-ordered part or whatever. This is nothing. They don't even stock it, so. And the other thing we can do is we can go back and actually take a look at what crystal was used here. And we can use the same crystal even. But I have a feeling that it's not any different, to be honest, you know? It's not gonna be any different than the normal crystal. You can see the 10 PFs right here, you know? But actually, he doesn't use 10 PFs here, he's used 22 PF. Now let's see if we can glean the actual part number from this. There, it shows the footprint, but it doesn't show. It doesn't show, like, the actual part number, you know? I mean, you can always just use the crystal that I normally use. Right? As a part number. And I probably will do that. But we'll do it later. I'm good to go. I'm good to go with this, you know? The only thing we're missing is anything for the crystal, but that's more than enough. That's more than enough for us to, like, you know, say, like, we did a good job, you know? Alright, what else do I have today? Oh, we have the queue, we have the office is done. The Joker is done. We could do a slice build today. I have to do a like a PCB build. today, but I probably won't do that. All right, let's do the, yeah, I have one more to do. We can do the Himari. Still gotta save. All right, let's get this done. I think we have two more to do. We have the Himari. And then we have the ErgoDOX. Actually, you know what? Let's do the ErgoDOX first. This is gonna, it's still not done yet, even. So, it's almost done though. Like, it'll be done this week, I promise. It's going to be done this week. The other thing we have a weird thing, like, I want to change with this one first, is like this package. The package that I chose is like so tiny. Not that they have any of them in stock though. Here, like, I chose the SSOP, and it is, like, so small. So I might choose, like... I might choose, like, a SO. Let's see if we, like, what we can do. This is the through hole, though. So we can't use, like, we're not gonna use that. We gotta use this one, but it is tiny. It is so tiny. But I guess we'll use it. I don't know. There must be another one, though. Like, look how tiny this is. Like, I have to, like, go from like, you know, nice, beautiful traces down to, like, little tiny traces in order to, like, even get it into this package. Like, we should really look for something better. Like, I don't know, like, is that it, though? Like, this is the one that I, like, have now. Here's the through hole. What's this one? This is the ESO. Like, this looks much better, because the pins are spread out more. But isn't this like... This is probably the way to go, to be honest. Let's take a look at this once. This is the 1.7, not the 1.8. That's okay. We'll do it later. But what I'm going to do is to get everything as worked up as I can for this. And then I'm good for the day. Then I'm done already for today. I'm not gonna continue on today. What is this? This is wacky. This is really wacky. Oh, I know what it is. Like this is an old PCB, and like there's dude, what's the deal? It's like all this like vault, like this package version and stuff. Field 4. Like I don't need any of this stuff. Like anything from Harry Vault Vision datasheet I need. Code JDEC to. We're just gonna not show. I don't need any of this at all. This PCB is wacky, and it has all sorts of weird stuff in it. Like, that's what makes it so difficult. This one's been a real challenge. Okay, so we need datasheet, and then we need to add. Obviously, we need the same ones that as before. Hold up a second. I'm gonna push the sheet my button. Oh yeah. There we go. We're back in business. I got some more coffee too while I was at it. I gotta get the coffee, otherwise, like on Sundays, like I run on coffee. All right, then we need MFR. We're getting a lot done today. I'm getting a lot done, I feel. And then we need part number. Just part number. All right, let's go roll. We need a 1UF 0603. Like I want to use this. I'm going to use this. I'm going to use this part number. Probably, because it looks like it's a larger package, which is what I want. Oh yeah. That's it. Like that's what we're doing today. I mean, that's the main of it, you know? But it has to be done. It has to be done. There's also 0603. They're just 1 UF, aren't they? No, there's 0.1 UF. $100 NF. Oops. Oh yeah. Oops. It's Diego, and we just need a data sheet. The exact same, so we're just gonna use the exact same thing. I think. Unless it's... Oh, we messed up. We're messing up now. Here, we have to look at this again. Okay, so this is 0603. I bet you any money we messed up somewhere along the way. I know we did. This is 0805. Ooh, we can't use this. See, we need 0603. Snap. We're already messing up today. Messing up. We put it in the wrong package. The manufacturer's gonna come back at us and be like, this is wrong. Can't do it. Is it Yaego? No, it's not. It's Murata. It's gonna be like, this is wrong, you can't do it. And I'm gonna be like, no, it's not. Oh, I'm wrong. I messed up. There. We can't use this one either. Because it's the wrong package. So if we look at This is gonna be 80805, but we can't do it. So we need a 10 UF in 0603. Smaller. Well, it's not bad that it's smaller because, like, you know, it's gonna get manufactured anyway, so I don't have to hand solder. As long as I don't have to hand solder it, I don't care. If I have to hand solder 0603, I just I get upset, you know? I'm not even gonna lie. All right, moving on. So we're gonna do diodes today. And these are just the normal, from what I remember. Yep, these are just the normal diodes, so nothing special there. It's gonna go out. It looks like there's a lot of different kinds of diodes, but there's not. All the way down to here. Oh yeah. Usually these just go into one section, so I wonder what the deal is. Let's take a look at this. This is a hole. Those are holes, so that's nothing. This J1 pin. Here's we're gonna have a lot of weird stuff today. So the USB for the ErgoDOX is like, it's just like the normal. It's just like it's like micro, right? So let's see if we get any information. It's not micro. It's the other one. So we have absolutely no information to go by whatsoever. It is, what is it? What is it? USB, it's not micro. Oh my God, I'm dying now. It's mini, right? It's mini USB, right? Okay. We can already see that that's not gonna work. It says right here, SMD. We need through hole. And right here, we have 3 on the bottom and 2 on top. And that's exactly what we have here. All right, let's use this. This also has like 4 holes on the side. Let's see if we have those. Yep. Well, we have 2 holes, so this isn't gonna work. Like we have, you can see the ground holes right here. So this is like, this has got 4, so this isn't even gonna go in. Let's keep looking. We have through hole here. Like, that's not even close. That's not even close. I don't think so. Oh, did we win? This is it. This is the one. Look at that. Two on top, and then 5 pins coming down. Molex, boo boo, ding dong. I feel confident about it. This doesn't even have the package. Like, it was just like, you can just figure it out, you know? Like, it was like, gee, you just figure it out, you know? It's through hole anyway. It's all good. It's so funny, like, but it's, you know, it's so undocumented, though. And it just boggles my mind, you know? Like, it's just, that's just the way it is. And, like, if you're gonna open source something, that's what I'm saying. If you're gonna open source it, do it, you know? Like, get it so it's 100%. Get it so it's like, it was this exact part, you know? Then people don't have to guess later. We're gonna have to guess on this 3.5mm jack too. This one I have absolutely no idea what it is. Here, like, we can see that here's a one, but this is definitely not it. There's only, here's 4, but they're like flat out. And ours are like very strange. We have one, we have like, look at how many holes we have. But it doesn't matter because it won't use all of these holes anyway. Or will it? Yeah, it will. It's a 6-pin. It's very strange, right? It's very old school, right? I hope it's not this one. Right here, 5. This says 5 female though. Like, that's not it. Let's see if they even have it. Like, who knows, right? Oh, I believe this is it. Let's take a look. Are we close? Oh. That's weird. It's so close, though. It's close, isn't it? Pink. What is the deal here? I just want to look at this. That's awesome. I want to use this. I want to use this on a project. That is awesome. That's not it, though. We're just gonna have to keep searching for a little, at least for a little while. This has 5, right? I think we need 6, don't we? It's weird. None of these have, like, the 6 we need. The other thing we can do is start taking a look at the... Here we go. Did we get it? Oh, I think we got it. This is it. This is definitely it, though. You have the 2 grounds, and then 1, 2... But it says, like, here, 1, 2, 3. So that's fine. So it's going, so if it goes this way... Then you can say it has the 2 grounds, and it has 1, 2, 3. And it shouldn't matter... It shouldn't matter. Because the way everything is set up, it may or may not matter, like, where we may have to rewire. The one thing that we can't do is change this jack. This is 4 conduits. So we might be able to find something close, though, that people can assemble. This is 4 conductor. Let's try to like take a look. You know, I think the big problem is, like, this is 5, 3. Let's look at the 3s ones. That's weird. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is, with this part number, we're gonna use we're actually gonna use this. This has the data sheet here and everything. For now. And that's all we can do. That's the best we can do. Is we have to use the original jack, unfortunately. I have no idea what happened there. Okay, whatever, okay. Alright. SJ-43514. Okay, I have to memorize it now. That was wack. That's wacky, but alright. We gotta look at the data sheet. There probably is an equivalent, though. Oops. There probably is an equivalent. But we just have to, like, we'll have to find it. You know? But in case we can't find an equivalent, which there may not have been, we have to use the original because we don't have a choice. It's not our board, and it's not, we didn't design the board, we didn't design the case, we didn't design anything, and we have to keep it 100%. So we're gonna use that. Do I have to memorize this now? Or hold up. That's why I have 2 screens, so I don't have to do this. It's CUI. And then it's CP. We can actually look at this up. I might, like, I want to look it up actually in LCSE. And nothing, basically. Alright, let's move on. No chance. We have to use it. So we have this. We have these LEDs, which are through hole, but we're gonna leave this blank for now. We're not gonna do the LEDs. We are gonna do the resistors. I need to be a what? 08 0603. It says 2.2k ohm. That's right? Yes. Good. G2G. Good to go. Let's do this. Excellent. Now we need the 10K and the 22. Just like all the other. We can change this to 22. Oh, we can use the ohm for this. This is really weird. Like, just use this. There we go. And it's 0603. We're just gonna continue to look up stuff until we're done, you know? Oops. And it does need to be done. And that is gonna be, it's gonna save me a lot of time. Because when I actually get this board done, I'm gonna be able to hand it to the person and say, like, here it is. You know, it's done. We're looking up PCB parts today. Oops, there's the PDF here. We need the part number. I don't even know why I have this here. Seriously. And we're gonna get rid of this. We're just gonna start getting rid of stuff that we don't need. All right, there we go. And I believe that is done. Nope, I need the part number. We need a 22 ohm 0603. We're not gonna do any LED stuff at all. Nothing. Until like the very end. And we could probably use like part numbers from what other people do. But for now, I'm not going to. We need 0603. I've accomplished so much today. Unbelievable. I needed to get this stuff done. Oops. No, we're not gonna do any LEDs. Just move on. Stab stuff is going away. We have our switch push, which is like the original. Our beautiful hot swap switches. And that's it. And then we have just the last three parts. We have the MCP 23018. Well, I'm honestly probably gonna change this, to be honest. But just in case, I want to use the SO. Like, I honestly want to use the SO instead. Like, the SS, the feet are just too close together. And the SO, they're more spread apart. But just for now. Just for now. So everything is documented. There we go. And we have our AT Mega. And our resonator. And we're done. They actually have them in stock. I should buy a, like, I should honestly buy a bunch right now. There's been just a huge issue trying to get these. Oops. Then we need the Y one. Oops. Booyah. %95 done. I think the only other thing is like LEDs. And a couple of, maybe a couple, like just LEDs basically. We can look that stuff up later. Really a non-issue. And like, if we can find that 3.5mm jack in LCSC in stock, that would be fire. All right, what else do I have to do today? Let's take a look. I have to do one more. Let's see if it's not done. All right, this is close to done. We just have to do some adjusting here. There we go. Let's see what's not done on here. We need the USB mid-mount. This one's using a mid-mount. Here's the mid-mount. I think there's only like 4 or 5 parts that are not like already on here. All right, what else? ISP header is not something. Key switches, and here we go, reset switch. We have reset switch and the we have 2 more parts that aren't on here. There we go. Last. And we are done. This one's ready for manufacture, I believe. Yes. Diodes are done in here. Yep. Everything is good. Everything is ready for manufacture. I feel good. I feel good about what I accomplished today. How long did that take? That took like, dude, that took 3 hours. That took a full session to get it done. So nice. Was it interesting or not? I have no idea. I'm all set today. We have to raid somebody today. Who are we raiding today? Are we raiding Retro Maple? We're gonna raid Retro Maple today. Let's get ready. Even if it's just me, I don't care. Let's do it. Hook it up, guys. All right, we're gonna go raid up some Retro Maple. Thank you guys for coming out. Always thank you, like randomly coming out, you know, like it's kind of a random day, but I got a lot done and I feel good about it. I got to test like some new equipment and stuff. So thank you guys. Cheers. I'll be back on Tuesday.
Opening switch. Oh, these. Oh, I didn't even realize that that's what they're for. Oh shit. 2 raids already, jeez. What's up, 2 moons? How was the stream? Hello raiders, what's up, man? Hey, nice prime release build. How am I doing? Oh, I'm doing fine, man. Thanks again for the raid. Get that oh, and also don't know whether they're still here. Oh, yeah. 2 cool peeps. You should check them out. I wanted to set up the random clip thing for shoutouts, but I've yet to set that up. No time this week. Mayhaps next stream we'll see it.